Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our BKFC Reddit Ask Me Anything. You're seeing a very familiar face, but a lot of people don't know this guy. But you've seen him on the ring for cornering a lot of people. We got Bobby Henry III, B3. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. What's going on, y'all? It's Bobby Henry here. We're tapping in with Reddit BKFC, and I'm excited. Fight next week, June 6th in New Mexico, Albuquerque to be exact. And we're gonna put another show, man. Not another show, but this is gonna be the first show. But we're gonna put a bigger show.
Okay, so for those that don't know, you're Bryce Henry's little brother. Like I've seen you corner Bryce, I've seen you corner Howard, like lots of different people. Do you enjoy fighting more, or do you enjoy the cornering more?
I think I think I enjoy both the exact amount because on the outside looking in, you see a lot more, and when you're also in the ring, you just how can I say it? It's a lot more exciting in the ring than outside. But I think I like both the exact same amount because I learn from both on the outside and on the inside. You feel me?
Sure. Okay, so you and I talked last February at Bryce's last fight, like in Florida, and I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Hey, when are we going to see you?" And you said, "Real soon. We got some big news." What the
So
hell happened? Why has it been over a year since we, like even considered having you in the ring?
just a lot of work and stuff I had to catch up on. But I just been in the ring. I mean, I always been training and stuff like that. But I was always in the mix. Ryan always works his magic. I was always in the mix. Just that I had to take care of work outside of the ring, and then like I said, he always kept me in the mix. It's just that people just didn't want to fight, man. That's real. That's realistic what it was. People just didn't want to fight.
Let's talk about that. People turn down your brother. People turn down you. Like it's so weird for a sport that's like, oh, we're the dogs and we don't care who you are. We'll fight anybody. That's not true, and it's really kind of disheartening.
Yeah. I mean, I can't fight for everybody else. all
Yeah.
I could, all my me and my team can do is throw out a name. Yo, they get the name, whoever the case may, whoever it may be, like anybody from 165 to 145. You could throw me and Bryce's name out there, and that's up on them if they accept the fight or not. You feel me? So I'm just doing my job, just be in the gym and stay active, and whoever wants to fight. That's literally it.
So are you 5-0 as a professional? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm 5-0 as professional with 3 knockouts.
When was your last professional fight?
It was a while ago. It had to be around like 2020 or 2021, around that time.
Okay, and again, so like you've been in the gym sparring and stuff the whole time, but for those that don't know, like you're one of my favorite people to follow. You're cutting music videos. You're like a photography for models and stuff. Like you
Yeah,
have such an interesting life. Like I said, I
yeah.
love following you.
So I do it all, man. I'm a photographer, I'm a model, I'm a videographer. I do a little bit of part-time acting. I'm what everybody would want to be in life.
You're very successful at what you do now. What's making you get in the BKFC ring?
I think what's making me get into it is I always had a love, for fighting. I've been fighting since I was 8, or 8, 10 years old, and what's getting me back into it is, really my brother, dog. I love him. That's what it would get me into it, my brother. I just want to kick ass just like him. I look up to my brother. I see him. He has a big name in that sport, and everybody looks up to him. Like I said, I look up to my brother myself, and I just wanna, we just want to be the first two brothers actually good, because you got brothers in that sport.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep it honest, man. They suck, man. But we need two great brothers. We're not good. We're great. We need two great brothers in the sport of BKFC, and I think David actually like that. We both got character. We both got the talent. We're both young. I'm about to turn 23 next month, so yeah, I just want to put on a big show. Me and my brother. And then hopefully in the future they can put us on the same card, and then we both kick some ass together.
Put you on another Omaha card. I'll help corner both of you. So let's talk about this. Your brother, very shy kid. You're much more outgoing and out there. Do you
I
see
think
like
I think it's the other way around, man.
you think so?
Yeah, I think it's the other way around. He's a lot more outgoing. I'm the shy one. He's the more outgoing one. I think so. People think that. I'm outside looking in. People think that, but I think he's the more outgoing kid. I'm the more shy one.
It's interesting, and I certainly don't want you to give us any cheat code secrets away. But Ryan said, "Look, I specifically brought Bryce along in a very specific way to build him up because look, if you guys are good, you guys are You guys are very good. And Bryce was too good for the division, and people didn't want to fight him. So he specifically made him like, hey, don't go out there. Don't go as hard. Be quiet. Don't talk shit. Is Cheat Code keeping you kind of leash and muzzled? Or is he going, you know what, Bobby? Fuck it. Let's just go out there and start a war.
Man, he want me to go out there and start a war, but, I'm going to be 50-50 with it. Humble and start a war, After this fight, then you're going to see some shit talking for sure. You're going to definitely see some shit talking for sure. I got you.
Okay, this fight, I believe, is at 155 pounds, right?
165.
Oh, 165? Okay, clearly you and your brother aren't going to fight in the same division.
Yeah.
Is the goal, I guess, is for you to go down to 55, though, correct?
Yeah, I'm going down to 55. 55 is 145 is actually my weight, but I'm going to fight 155.
Okay. And we know your brother has an illness. You don't have that illness, correct?
Yeah, I don't have, not at all.
Okay, so weight cutting won't necessarily be. I mean, that's what ended up fucking Bryce up, is the weight cutting.
Yeah.
So, we don't have to worry about that with you.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that at all.
Okay, so, it came out that I was interviewing you, and your brother said, ask him who would win in a fight between me and him.
In a 12-round fight, me all day. I kick his ass off rip, man. In the 12-round fight, Bryce Henry, I'm kicking his ass. He knows that. I know that. Everyone around him knows that, man. But not gonna lie, man, he's skilled, man. He has the speed. He just has a talent, a generational talent. I have that as well. It's just that he's different, man. You see the work that he does. You seen him live in action. He was in his corner in that fight, man.
Yeah.
He's different, man. Like I said, I look up to my brother. I remember growing up in boxing, and I'm just like, damn, he's knocking these guys out. I get it. I'm trying to knock them out. Because, as a younger brother, you want to outdo your older brother. You want to be just like him, That's me. You feel me? I just want to be just like him, We're both at that level where we're both skilled, we're both professional, we're both talented. And, I still look up to my brother. I want to, he do all this. I could do it too, just like him, Or we can both do it together and make it even better, I'll kick his ass, though. I'll kick his ass, man.
Okay, so do you guys have that natural sibling rivalry? Growing up, did you guys spar a lot, or you knew it'd be dangerous if you guys fought each other?
See, my father, he never played that shit, so he ain't never really make us spar like that, because, it'll turn into a fight, as we were young. But now we're more mature. We can spar now. We can work with each other, but, it's still we still work with each other. We don't go out and, oh, yeah, I crack him, he cracked me, and stuff like that. No. We still work, We're just a little bit more mature now where we know how to control ourselves during, sparring and stuff like that.
Okay, you're a pretty boy. You're a model. You're this. You're an actor. Your brother is very point blank. I don't go out there. I don't mix it up. I go out there. I stay clean. Is that your motto also?
That's definitely the motto. I'll just stick by that motto. I'm trying to go in the same way I came. I'm trying to come out the same way I came in. I want to come in with a pretty face. I want to come back to Florida, and then the model's looking at me like, damn, look at your face, dude. They're like, you cut it. Nah. I'm a model, man. I'm a pretty boy. I like to stay sexy in that ring. Ryan and my dad always told me, stay sexy, stay pretty in that ring. So that's what I plan on doing. I'm in there, bop, 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 in and out, in and out, in and out. You feel me? The fight is not going to go 5 rounds either. His ass is getting out of there. I'm telling you.
Okay, so that's one of the things. Let's talk about that. You haven't fought in 3 years. You're making your BKFC debut. It's one of those things you go in there, you maybe take it out a couple rounds, and you showcase what you got, or you go in there and you fucking sleep him right away. You know what I mean? What is the ideal situation for you?
The ideal situation? Come out victorious, first and foremost. But, I'm going to put on an impressive win for sure. Whether it goes 5 rounds or it goes 1 second, I'm going to still beat him. I'm going to win in impressive fashion, just like I said. If it goes 5 rounds, it goes 5 rounds. If it goes 1 round, if it goes 2, 3, it doesn't matter. I'm still come out victorious. I'm going to put on, a masterclass of boxing. I'll just show y'all the Henry boys are up next. The Henry brothers are up next. I'm just winning, man. I'm going to show you guys, man. I'm sharp. I'm sharp, if not sharper than my brother. You're going to see, man. Trust me.
Okay, so we see a lot of guys and they come in and they fight somebody, look, you're clearly got the skill set. They fight somebody who isn't quite on the skill set for them, and then they take a little baby step, and then they go a little baby step. Yeah. Are you somebody who wants to slowly go up the rungs of the ladder, or are you ready to start climbing steps quick?
I want to really start climbing. I mean, I'll fight the big dogs, because the big dogs, everybody think who big dogs. I was in training camp with all these kids, man.
Right.
Reddy, you know that. You see me these kids corner. You see me with the best. You know who the best in
Sure.
the sport is. I'll fight any of those kids. I can fight this dude, wash him up. Give me another dude July 12th. It don't matter. You feel me? Give me the top guys. I want them all. 155. It could be 155, 145. It does not matter. I'm not gonna say 165 because I let my brother take care of that. But like, we gonna get over this fight. And we on to the next. It could be the top dogs, the number one, the champion. I don't, honestly, don't, I know I can get to the champion like this, but give me the top dogs, man. I don't really don't matter, man. I want everybody. Everybody can get it, and anybody can get it.
It's kind of funny if you were to ask BKFC fighters who their favorite fighter is, it'd be one of the Henry brothers. And that's what I think is funny. The Henry brothers are your BKFC favorite fighters. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's great about it.
Yes, indeed it is. Everybody be like, oh, you see the top dogs that's the best Miami fighters down here, the best Miami bare knuckle fighters down here. We all grew up with each other. Basically, me and Bryce grew up with HD since we were about 8, 10 years old. You feel me? HD is considered one of the best, fighters. One of the best fighters in BKFC. You got El Gallo. He trained with us before. He looked at me and my brother. You feel me? We look up to him in the standpoint as well. You feel me? Shout out to both of them boys. We all grew up with each other. We all trained with each other. So it's like, them boys look up to our skills. You feel me? And we look up to them in a way too. So if you ask them who their favorite fighters, they'd be like, oh yeah, brother, brothers are nice. This and that and that. I mean, he right. They right. In a way. But it is what it is.
Are you hoping to help with the BKFC thing to help kind of propel you to the next level for the acting and the modeling? Or like, I mean, are you hoping to just like more as a title run and, more of a career in boxing?
I think we could tie that all together
Sure.
realistically because it'll bring awareness to me alongside with my business career, and it'll help furthermore my boxing career as well. Because it could get me the doors for boxing. I could get a belt in BKFC. I get a belt in boxing, and I could also get well known. Like I said, my business perspective as in modeling, photography, videography, acting. You feel me? So, yeah, I would say yeah, 5%.
It's interesting because your brother is like, look, I don't really want to become an actor and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's so funny how you guys both have that same skill set, but he doesn't love the being in front of the camera as much as you do,
Yeah.
and I think it's
Yeah.
great. Like you guys are such opposite personalities.
Yeah. He don't like being in camera at all, man. I think he's honestly a lame dog. I think he's a lame.
Okay, is there an ideal opponent after this? Like, I mean, I feel like you're cool with everybody. Like the Henry brothers don't really have heat with anybody. So is it just kind of like whatever Ryan gets you, or like, hey, look, this person, I'm not real keen on this person. I'd like to maybe take them out next.
I mean, like I said, everybody loves us and we love everybody. I don't
Sure.
have no heat with anybody. If Ryan throw me a name, they sign that contract. We just fighting. It is what it is. It could be you sign me a contract to fight Bryce tomorrow. I'm gonna kick his ass. Simple,
Okay.
just like that, man. It's simple. Just give me any name, man. I'll be like, yeah, we sign it, man. You feel me? That's all it is. Just sign. I don't gotta be. I don't have no heat with anybody. It's a fight. It's a business at the end of the day. So if we fight anybody from 145 to 155.
We're already seeing though, like, that's the one thing that's unfortunate about like these super camps. You see like the all-ins and stuff, and these guys like, oh, they can't fight each other. But like I said, you're a guy who grew up with HD, grew up with Brian, grew up with all these guys, but like you have no issue with fighting because it's just money.
Yeah. I have no issue with fighting her. I'm pretty sure they have no issue with fighting me because from a business standpoint, they know as well. Like it's all a business and stuff like that. We all brothers at the end of the day, just strictly business. That's all it is.
Okay. For those of us that don't know I mean, we haven't got to see you fight. Are you similar to Bryce? I mean, it's safe to base off of that, or do you have your own style? A little more flashy, a little more power, right? You're tougher, right?
I hit a lot harder than Bryce. That's all I gotta
Okay.
say.
Okay.
I hit a lot harder than Bryce. We just have a similar boxing styles. This similar boxing. I just hit a lot harder than him. But this is the wrong sport to hit harder than, man. You're gonna break your damn hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we're both very very skillful boxers, in and out, slick. You can't see us, just like that. A very very good jab, stuff like that. Yeah, but I just hit harder than Bryce. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my last question I always ask people the first time they're on the show. Do you remember the first time you were in a street fight? The first time you punched somebody in anger? Like how'd that went?
First time I punched somebody in the street fight, man, I had to be in 6th grade, and I was getting off the bus from school, and there's this one kid, man, he just kept bothering me, kept bothering me. So, I was always quiet. Like I said, I was shy and stuff like that. And I would never like really talk to people. But people would always find their way to bother me.
Sure.
So I got the bus, I'm like, all right, he pulled out my book bag and stuff like that. I'm like, all right. I'm acting like I'm on my phone. I'm like, all right. He pulls up, grab my book bag again, my book bag come off. And I remember this what got me to boxing. Pull my book bag off like that. Boom. First time I ever hit somebody. This why I knew I needed to become a fighter, dog. It's like he fall back like in like anime, they just fall back and
Just
stuff like that.
Locked up, yeah.
He just locked up, just like that. Man, I'm in 6th grade. I'm a kid. I'm like 13, 12, 11, whatever the case may be. I hit him. I was like, I need to fight, man. I'm gonna be world champion one day somehow. I ain't know I'm gonna be a model and all this stuff. I ain't know, you feel me? But that day I knew I got like a little rush sensation from that. I was like, oh yeah.
Sure.
I ain't gonna say his name because we still cool to this day, but
Okay.
he knows what I'm talking about. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. I hit him one good time, he flew back and stuff like that. And I don't know how he got back up, but he did. But yeah,
He probably left
that
you
one,
alone after that.
yeah. He definitely left. I don't think we spoke until my senior year of high school, and that was 6th grade when I punched him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he ate that right hand for sure. How Casey Yates gonna eat that right hand June 6th, man.
All right. All right, B3. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate everything. Is there any messages for the fans or shout out or sponsors or anybody you'd like to give a message to?
Shout out to, I ain't gonna say fans, but shout out to all the supporters who supported me since I was 8 years old and started this fighting journey. Big thank you, to, my coach, my brother, my second dad, Ryan Perez, for always looking out for me, for always being in my best interest. Shout out to my dad. Shout out Boxing. Shout out to his, his mouthpiece company, Glass House Customs, his gold company, Glass House Mouth Guards, all that. Shout out to my brother, as well. Shout out to the whole Broward County. Shout out to everybody. I love you all. Shout out to my mom as well. My family, and shout out to you too. Reddit, BKFC.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, dude. Well, listen, go get the win and let's talk again. I can't wait to see what these hands do.
Yeah, so you're gonna see for sure, man. I got you. Knockout
right,
it's not knockout for you, man.
All right, appreciate it. Have a great night. Thanks so much, dude.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
Bye.